has a little, oh no, I believe this one's actually the It Cosmetic. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today we are going to be getting ready together, but as you guys can see, the background is a little bit different. We're a little more pushed to the front of the room, if you will, and I kind of like this. Let me know what you guys think down below. I've been working on trying to figure out what it is that I actually want for my studio. Now, one thing I will say for sure is that the frames in the background that you guys see behind me, I don't think they're gonna stay there permanently, not those ones anyways. I'm trying to decide whether I want to order more frames from the same place I got those. Do I want to see if I can find something at HomeGoods or TJ Maxx, or do I want to look at Target? I don't know. So that might change, but I feel like the overall setup is probably gonna stay the same, and I think it's a vibe. But let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys like this setup? Should I go back to what I had before? Let me know. Alright, but now we have to get ready and do our makeup, but I have a couple of different things to test and try out today. It's not just going to be one product. Now, if you keep up with my vlogs, then you know I picked up a couple of things from Ulta. So I do want to first and foremost use the liquid, this is the Halo Glow liquid filter from e.l.f. and I have finally got my hands on this. I've been looking and looking and looking for this since they launched it. So finally I got my hands on it and I have to try it out. Also, I picked up the NYX Bare With Me concealer. I did get this when I got the foundation, and why I didn't try the two together, I have no idea. But we're going to be testing this out with the e.l.f. foundation. And I also have the e.l.f. Power Grip primer with niacinamide in it. I'm all about skincare over here, so this was like a no-brainer when I saw this. So this is the Power Grip primer with 4% niacinamide in it, and obviously it's a primer, so we'll be using this to prime our skin today. We'll also be using the item spray that I love as well, because I feel like that's a must. And then finally, I also have to try out this Morphe 9M Midnight Dune palette. The back is what sold me. Just the colors, very neutral, everyday shades, in my opinion. And to be honest, this, when I was checking out, this was not nowhere on my mind. When I was checking out and I was in line, this was randomly placed on the shelf, and I saw it, and that's how I ended up picking it up. So maybe it was meant to be. We will see. So I'm going to start with priming my skin, of course. I'm going to use the primer. Just gotta open it up. I probably should have opened this up already, but we're here now. Also, I just washed not a whole bunch, but a couple of brushes, because sis did not have any clean brushes to use for today. Although, looking at things, oh, I do have something else to show you guys too. Okay, anyway, let's put this primer on. Very tacky, which is expected, honestly. It doesn't have like an easy glide, if you will. You guys saw that. I was kind of struggling at first putting this on. I'm going to add another little small pump for my forehead area. I don't know what I'm expecting from this, to be honest. It is supposed to be like the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, of course. And that is something that I have used in the past, and I do like it. Actually, I still have that in my drawer, but it doesn't seem to be too tacky once you like, it has a little, you know, but not extremely tacky. And I don't really remember how the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer felt, but yeah. It's nice that it has niacinamide in it though. That's nice. So it says use fingertips to apply, pat into skin. Oh, you're supposed to pat it into the skin. And then allow it to set for 30 seconds to absorb and activate grip prior to makeup application. So we'll let that sit for a little bit before I even spray anything on my skin. Okay, so I don't feel that it's like super tacky. Again, it kind of just feels the same way, even though we waited a couple of minutes. In the meantime, in between time, I did take that seal off of the foundation. But before we go in with that, I do want to spray my face down with the Item One Hit Prime Set and Refresh Dewy Finish Face Mist. I've been loving this. I still love the ColourPop a lot, but I've been loving this a lot. So I'm just going to spray a generous amount, kind of rehydrate my skin a little bit, and then we can go in with the foundation. So I don't know, well, first let me tell you guys what shade I got, because that'll be rude. So I picked up the shade Medium Tan, which is shade number 5. Now, one thing I want to say about this, I picked this up the same time I picked the NYX foundation up, and we all know I wasn't the best with that match. Although I made it work, you know, and it still looked nice at the end of the day, it still was not my best match. So let's just hope and pray on this product. I feel like maybe I can get away with this, but I could also probably use the shade, oh no, I was gonna say the shade Medium, but this actually isn't too bad in terms of shade. This actually might work. I might have knew what I was doing when I did what I did. All right, so what we're gonna do is just apply this on half of our face, because I just want to see what kind of coverage we're gonna get and how it looks and all of that. This actually doesn't seem bad. All right, so to blend this out, I have these 3 sponges. This is actually the e.l.f. Total Sponge Set, so it came in like a little kit. And I've used both of these sponges before. It was this one that kind of caught my eye. I'm going to use this for my concealer, but I'm going to use the Total Face Sponge, which I've already dampened. And I'm going to use this to blend this out. And just tap this into the skin. Really, really pretty. I like that. It's definitely glowy and just like dewy for sure. So if you're someone who doesn't like a lot of glow on your skin, you're not gonna like this. But they also say this is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, but I don't have that one, and I've tried to get my hands on that as well. When I was looking for this e.l.f. one, I was also looking for the Charlotte, and a makeup consultant or whatever for Charlotte Tilbury, I think it was at Bloomingdale's or something, because I thought I saw it, because they had like little mini samples of the foundation. It wasn't the one that's dupable to this, and I thought it was. So I went and I had asked about it, and the lady was like, she had said that they weren't going to like launch it or whatever until spring. So I was like so sad. I really thought I was gonna miss out on this, but very, very much giving skin. Like definitely giving skin. Also not horrible in terms of the shade. I feel like it's a little bit of a more like tan shade. I do feel maybe I should go in with the brush, because with the sponge I feel like it's shearing it out a lot more than maybe a brush would. So let's add a little bit more, just a little bit more, and see if we can build it up a little bit. But I'm not hating it. I'm actually really liking this. Perfect for like the lazy girl makeup, if you will. I'm going to use my favorite brush that I've finally cleaned. This one, I believe this one's actually the It Cosmetics, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. It's kind of rubbed off, so I can't tell you. But I love these brushes. Whether it's from It Cosmetics or e.l.f. This is like one of my favorite brushes to use for foundation and stuff. So yeah, I do feel like the coverage is a little more with the brush than if you just go in with the sponge. But of course, if you want sheer coverage, you just go in with the sponge. Very glowy, very glowy. I like that personally. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I'm gonna kind of just like try and drag a little bit down on my neck area, but personally I love it. Looking like glowy in the wintertime, Yes, give me all the glow. Okay, now that we have the foundation on, I will say I probably could use medium. I went to Ulta yesterday, and unfortunately their card machines or whatever were down, so they only had cash, and I'm not someone who carries cash, so I wasn't able to get a lighter shade because honestly I did think that maybe I went too dark, and I was going to get the medium to try alongside this one, but it just didn't work out. So what I will do is still get the medium shade, and then I will do like a comparison, if you will, on TikTok. So if you guys want to see that, you can, follow my TikTok and keep up with that, because yeah, I do think that maybe, just maybe, the medium will be a little bit better of a match for me. And I'm not typically someone who likes to have foundations in multiple shades, but I do think that this will work out great in the summertime for me when I do get a tan. So I will keep this shade too, just because I know that also by applying concealer like this, that's a little lighter, can help balance things out as well. So it's not a fail for me, I guess. Not really. I'm not looking at it as a loss. But I do love this foundation so far, and I'm very, very happy that I was able to get my hands on it. So I'm applying that concealer right now, that NYX one. I've never used this before, by the way. So I want to use this sponge for that, and I like to start down here. It seems like this concealer does dry down kind of quickly, so I'm going to try and work pretty quickly to tap this in, but I'm hoping that this will help balance everything out. I like how small this sponge is. It's like really tiny, and it's like perfect for like the under eye area. Not that you couldn't use like a regular sponge, but it's just something about the curvature of this that I really like. So as you guys see, I have my hair in a bun today. We are bunning it up because I know I've been saying this, like I really don't know what to do with my hair. It's driving me a little cuckoo. I really don't know what to do with it, but I know that I don't want the reddish color or whatever in my hair anymore. So I've gotten a new shampoo, a new conditioner. I've also bought hair dye, a new type of hair dye at that, as well. So stay tuned to the vlogs for sure, because I will be sharing all of those products, but I plan to dye my hair tomorrow. So hopefully I can get that done, because I'm ready for this color to go. I want to go darker, but at the same time, like I didn't want to go black. I'm going to add a little bit more concealer, but I didn't want to go black necessarily, because that's hard to kind of like reverse, and I really, really miss my blonde. I know I keep saying that, and I probably should have just gone and got my blonde put back in, but I think that I want to wait until, like spring, summertime, maybe summer, to do lighter hair, but I really do miss it. I miss it a lot. So what do we think about the concealer? I feel like, again, it's a nice concealer. It's not full coverage. It's more for the person who just wants like a sheer kind of coverage. It's not a Rare Beauty concealer. I feel like the Rare Beauty has a little bit more coverage than this one does, and it seems like it wants to set down like more of like a satin matte finish, if you will, but it still gives a little bit of coverage. Not a lot, but I feel like it paired well with the e.l.f. foundation, just because it's supposed to be, those are products that are more like natural, So I'm not hating it, but I'm also not like, oh, this is like my new concealer. No, not by any means. It's not. I do want to spray my face down with this. I forgot all about this. It said you could use this with you know, doing your makeup and stuff. This is from BIOSSANCE. This is the Squalane and Hyaluronic Toning Mist. Also, I have a code with them, and I'll have it on the screen. I'll have it in the description. This is not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form, but if you guys still want to use the 20% off discount with my discount code, feel free to do that, because I believe it's going to be ending soon. So just letting you guys know that's there for you. But I'm going to spray this down, spray this on my skin. This smells good. It smells like BIOSSANCE has like a distinct smell. Like when I smell it, I know it's a BIOSSANCE product. And that's the smell that I'm getting from it, and it smells good. It smells real good. I'm going to take my sponge and just kind of tap that into the skin. Just adding to the hydration and the glowiness of my skin, if you will. But now I'm going to finish the rest of my base makeup. You guys already know how this goes. I'm going to fast forward through that part, and then we will reconvene when I get to the eyeshadow, because that's a new palette and I kind of want to play on camera with that with you guys. We're gonna do an eyeshadow look today. Who am I? I don't know, but we're gonna try it out and see how it goes. Alright y'all, let's get into this eyeshadow palette. I have to say, I'm a little underwhelmed with the presentation of it, but this is what we have. Not what I expected at all, to be honest. These look very matte, but also they kind of look a little chalky, if I'm being honest. So I don't know how this is gonna go. If it does not work out, I will be grabbing another palette, because we gotta do some type of eyeshadow. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but I'm gonna start probably with like the lighter shade, I guess. It was like a soft transition, and just run that in my crease. This is also feeling very cool toned, which I wasn't anticipating either. I really thought this was like a warmer neutral palette, to be honest, but that's what happens when you just see stuff and just grab it because it looks cute. Because honestly, it's the packaging that sold me. So I am leaving the house today to run some errands. I'm going to be going to Target. Again, I am just trying to finalize my studio and my office and everything. One space at a time though. Cannot get ahead of myself. One space at a time. So I'm going to work in here first, is really what I'm working on, and I'm just going back and forth on a couple different ideas. But there's also like some house stuff outside of this room that I need to get, and groceries as well. I'm looking forward to making some baked chicken in the air fryer. Heard it was really good, so I want to try it out. I've done like baked chicken with breadcrumb on it in the oven. Not the air fryer, but the oven, and that's really good. So I want to try it in the air fryer, not bread it though. So Target, and also go to Fresh Market. I gotta get some fresh flowers, because anybody that knows me knows I love me some fresh flowers. And my flowers are a little overdue. I'm trying to decide which brown I want to grab for maybe this one, just because, ooh, that's deep, but it's more of like a cool tone look anyway, so like why not? I probably should have went in with the other one first and then this one, but again, we're already here. I'm gonna go back in with the first brush, just kind of blend that out. The shadow kind of gives like a black brown. This is definitely a lot darker than I anticipated on doing, Again, I really thought this palette was, what am I doing? I thought this palette was more on the warmer side of things. I didn't realize that it was like a cool tone palette, which isn't a terrible thing, but just not what you expected, you know? Comment down below what your favorite eyeshadow palette is at the moment. And if there is any new palettes that you guys want me to test out. I mean, to me, this is new because I've never seen it before. And that's why I bought it, obviously. I mean, I don't know how new it is, though. Like, do not know when they dropped this. Okay, I'm debating with myself. Do I just leave it like this and just very simple? Maybe I will take same brush. I'm going to go in with this shade down here. This is the one we used for the crease. But I'm going to go in with this one. I kind of want to use this shimmer shade, but at the same time, it's like, should I just leave it matte? Because I'm honestly a little scared. I'm just going to tap a little bit on. Not too much, though. I think I'm going to leave it. To be honest, I'm a little underwhelmed about that palette. To be honest. And if I can take that palette back, I probably would, honestly. It's just, I don't know. When you expect something to be a certain way and then it's not, it's a little disappointing. But I think the look is still kind of cute. Very simple, as you guys saw. Literally only used, what, like 2 shadows. I am going to skip the shimmer, but I do want to put a shade on my lower lashes, because whenever I have eyeshadow on, 9 times out of 10, I like to bring it down on the bottom lash line as well. So I think I'm going to take a mixture, though, of this one that we used in our crease and this one. Possibly, let me get a different brush. Maybe mix these two underneath here. Let's see. Halfway, though. Yeah. Just very, very simple. I did not anticipate this to go this way, obviously. Whoa, I put way too much. Alright, I think I fixed it. Hopefully I did. I'm going to put my mascara on and my lashes, and then I'll come back on camera and we can close out today's video. But I guess that eyeshadow said, yeah, you're not going to play me like that. You're not going to talk about me like that. One thing for sure, it is pigmented, clearly. So, yeah, let me just pop on my lashes really quickly. Make sure that everything looks accordingly. And then we can close out today's video. Alright, you guys, how are we feeling about the overall makeup look? This is everything finished and complete. I did put on the Kiss Sister Nature Vegan Mink lashes, and they are like a fluffy 3D look. So that's what I have on the eyes. I put them on like regular strip lashes with a little bit of glue, and I popped them on. I was honestly debating whether I wanted to cut these up and use them underneath, which I probably will just do in future, but I just popped them on with some glue for now. But that's it. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and testing out some more new products, or at least new to me. And let me know what you guys think down below. Of course, if you stayed this long, you love the content, you're not subscribed yet, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell so you can be notified every single time that I upload. We are all about consistency this year. You know, slow and steady, but still bringing in that consistency, if that makes sense. So, with all of that being said, I love you guys, and hopefully I'll see each and every one of you in my next upload.